Hey everybody, thank you for being here. My name's Colin DeCheshin with Heads Up Plant Protectants. I'm the president of the company. With me is our director of agronomy, Nolan Berg, and our marketing manager, Jared Cotney. It is 2 minutes to the hour, and we're going to get started on the hour here. Couple slides first, but we're going to get to the seed giveaway probably about quarter after 12, so stick with us. And you're going to want to see these preliminary slides too if you have fields with a history of white mold or SDS or just want to learn more about Heads Up. So stay tuned. We'll get going in about 1 minute now. So I also will point out that there is a chat. We're going to try and monitor the chat. So if there's any questions or want to get some clarification on the product or any of the slides, feel free to type your questions in the chat. We can also do that. But again, we'll get going in about 1 minute. Just a little bit of a preamble on Heads Up I'd like everybody to pay attention to. And the draw itself for the 400 unit giveaway is going to be around 12:15 today. All right, top of the hour. Thank you for being here. Again, my name's Colin DeCheshin. If you're just signing in, we will be doing our seed giveaway that we've been promoting since August. So it's 400 units of seed of your preferred brand. We work with your dealer or co-op. 400 units of seed treatment, your base fungicide insecticide, and throwing in 400 units of Heads Up as part of the package. There's going to be one lucky grower. You have pretty good odds if you're on here. We had about 1,600 entries into the contest. So 1,600 is a lot better than 16,000 or 160,000. So I think stay tuned. There's pretty good chances here. Before we get going, I have a few slides I'd like to go through with the group. A little bit about Heads Up Plant Protectants, of course, is we are strictly a biological seed treatment company. We are in the crop protection industry, but we don't do anything with foliar products at this time, or we're not fungicides, but we're playing in the biological space and working as a seed treatment to help growers with row crops such as soybeans and corn. But the product also has uses in other crops, a lot of legumes, chickpeas, dry beans, field peas. We also do some work in fruit and specialty crops, some citrus fruits and leafy greens as well. So feel free to reach out to us. Our website is headsupst.com. But what I wanted to show here in the photo is our new production facility that we're proud of. It's in Saskatoon. It's 25,000 square feet, manufacturing, laboratory for QA and quality control, warehousing, offices. Basically, this is HQ. So we're in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and we do have a second location in the Twin Cities in Egan, Minnesota. Currently, Heads Up is used on over 12 million acres annually in beans. That's just beans. We also work with those other specialty crops I mentioned. And that would be primarily in the Midwest and the Eastern United States in the soybean region. But we also do work with dry beans and with growers in Canada as well. So we have a significant footprint in Eastern Canada. One thing that I wanted to point out is we are 100% family owned and operated. My father started the business back in 1994, and I bring this up because I'm very proud of that fact that we've endured for over 30 years. There is no venture capital behind the company. We're strictly farmers that had a good invention and took it to fruition. And after 30 years of trial and error, we've now grown a footprint and have a great team behind us that we service that 12 million acre footprint in soybeans. On the product itself, Heads Up is a seed treatment to help growers with the suppression of white mold, SDS, and rhizoctonia root rot damping off. The product is made from plant extracted non-living chemistries, and it's non-microbial, meaning it doesn't have any bacterial or fungal colonies that you have to worry about dropping off or losing its activity when it's applied on seed. Heads Up can be applied weeks or months in advance of planting. It's no big deal because it's strictly chemistries that were taken from pharmaceutical purposes and taken to healthcare. One nice part about Heads Up being non-living, non-microbial is that it's compatible with other products. It can be used in combination with fungicide insecticides, which it typically is at the seed treater. It's got a very stable shelf life when applied on seed, and it's very stable with other products, including inoculants. So even if you're working with other biological products, Heads Up is not detrimental to the microbes or the colony forming units in those products. Heads Up is very safe. It's actually can be sometimes synergistic or beneficial even to other biological products. Next, this is kind of cut off, and I apologize for that, but Heads Up on our footprint of over 12 million acres is a trusted component by many seed companies as a way to differentiate their offerings and differentiate their business. If you grow Stein seed, you can get Heads Up in Stein XP Complete. You just ask for that treatment from your Stein dealer. He can order it. It already has Heads Up on it. If you grow Pro Harvest seed in Illinois or in the central United States, no big deal. You're already getting Heads Up. You might not even know it, but Heads Up is already on your seed. And if you grow any Beck's soybean seed, 100% of what Beck's treats upstream when it comes to your door, it's already treated. Heads Up is a component on that seed. So that's a huge footprint. We're very proud to work with these partners. I have two more listed, Mazak Seeds and Cropland, and they do similar business where they put Heads Up on every bean seed that they put out the door. Those two partners are in Canada, and the three I mentioned before, are both in Canada, US, national, or international companies. One thing I want to point out on Heads Up before we get to the draw here is the product has a track record of success. My family farms first and foremost, and we're farmer-minded. We wanted to take the product to market only if we could show it made a significant impact at controlling disease, and we had to go through EPA to do that. But we also participated in Chekhov-funded studies for over 11 years, and that's with 7 US universities across the Midwest and 1 Canadian university. And these were non-biased studies that were funded by a Chekhov program, so not our dollars. When they came back after 11 years of testing Heads Up in over 68 independent trials, what they concluded was there was on average, a 2.08 bushel an acre increase when used alone or used in combination with a fungicide insecticide package. This is a big deal, and I know that a lot of people on this call are already using biologicals, but why Heads Up is a big deal is that it's EPA registered. So if you read the label actually says for the suppression of diseases such as white mold, SDS, and rhizoctonia. A lot of biological products don't go through EPA, and they're not as regulated. They're regulated by USDA perhaps, but this is not a product that we target for plant health. Yes, there is plant health benefits, but we stand on the merits and the reputation of the product in that it actually can work to significantly reduce the severity and the overall infection in your fields if you deal with any of those 3 diseases I mentioned with. The product itself is available in 2 formulations. Heads Up Plant Protectant is the original formulation. It's a water-soluble powder. It needs to be put into a solution, and it needs to be applied on seed through a seed treater. So you have to work with your dealer or your co-op. Each package treats about 400 units of beans, or 20,000 pounds, and it can be mixed with the inoculant or the fungicide insecticide, or applied at the treater standalone if you have a separate tank, but it goes on at a rate of a ½ ounce per 100 pounds. With the product, there's no shelf life concerns. Once you mix into solution, you get the product applied on seed. You can plant that seed that day, a week from then, or a year from that day, and it would make no difference for the Heads Up's efficacy because our chemistries get locked in the seed coat. Once they're in the seed coat, they stay dormant until that seed germinates and comes into contact with the chemistries, which then kick in defense-related genes to help the plant be ready to fight off invading pathogens or pests when the time comes. As I mentioned, Heads Up can be used on other crops, so give us a call or go to our website to check that out, and the website is headsupst.com. Heads Up RTA is a second formulation of the product that we've come out with in recent years. It's the same active, but it's ready to apply. RTA ready to apply. Goes on at a ½ ounce per 100 pounds. Each jug contains 100 ounces of Heads Up RTA, and that 100 ounces is enough to treat 400 units of soybeans. The RTA product contains a preservative. It has a 2-year shelf life, and again, it's compatible with other treatments, inoculants, or biological products. If you're a dealer, the order for RTA would go through one of our distributors. You can go to our website, headsupst.com, but we sell the product in a 400 unit jug, and there's 2 jugs per case, so the minimum order on this product is 800 units. Both Heads Up Plant Protectant and Heads Up RTA are extremely cost effective. With tough commodity prices right now and growers looking to make cost cuts, it's quite compelling that Heads Up has shown to provide a 2 bushel an acre on average increase, and that's with varying disease pressure. We see, of course, increases from 5 to 7 bushels or better when disease pressure is high. But that 2 bushel an acre average increase that I talk about is basically giving you a 4-to-1 return on investment. So Heads Up costs less than ½ a bushel, even with today's soybean prices. And if you can get a couple bushels back, the ROI for this product is very significant. So now for all of our farmers and seed dealer friends on the call, before we get to the draw, the last thing I want to say is, as you're going into 2026, there's still time to ask your seed dealer about Heads Up and get it put on your seed. I know a lot of treating is just starting this week or will be starting next week, but we can get this product to you. And if you're just going to plan on using a standard fungicide insecticide seed treatment, you're missing out. Fungicide insecticide, you're going to get suppression of Fusarium, Rhizoctonia, and sometimes Pythium. But Heads Up's the component that's going to give you a second mode of action for those diseases, Fusarium, Rhizoctonia, and Pythium. But also you're getting suppression of white mold and SDS to round out the entire package. So think of this as scaling up for a $4 an incremental cost, you're moving from a bronze package to a gold tier package by adding Heads Up into the mix for your seed beans. Lastly, you can get connected with us. Here's the list of my reps. It's a little bit blurry, but we got reps in every state. You can find the reps on your website. And I'm going to pass it off now to Nolan Berg, who's going to talk about trial opportunities for those on the call.
Yeah, thank you, Colin. I just briefly, before we get to the draw, just wanted to mention if you signed up in the questionnaire, you could have been asked to do a field trial. We reach out to most of you, but if you maybe missed that, or if you're still interested in doing a field trial, we like doing field scale trials throughout our entire footprint as well, so that we get some real life data at a larger scale kind of throughout the entire footprint. That way we can match up with where disease is present in any given year as well. Just a few details you can see on the screen, but really we like to have growers who are using digital software to track their planting and harvest. So utilizing Climate Field View or John Deere Operations Center just makes life easier to share data back and forth and have field locations. Typically, one of us, our field reps, will make it to the field at least once, maybe even twice, 3 times a year to meet with you, see what we're seeing in the field as far as disease pressure, and then we'll help analyze the yield at the end of the year. So if you're interested in that, reach out to your rep on the website or reach out to me directly, and we can visit with that and make sure we can get all the data shared back and forth and have a trial on your farm. That's all I got, Colin.
Well said. Thank you, Nolan. Now, without further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for, Jared, please tell us who the winner of the 400 unit seed package is.
I'll spin our magic wheel here, shuffle the names. We had 1,673 entries. Isaiah from Ottertail, Minnesota is the winner.
Beautiful. Congratulations, Isaiah, if you're watching. Can't wait to talk to you. Congratulations on entering. I'll be reaching out, if you're not watching, within the hour here to discuss the package. And thank you, everyone, for entering. Please reach out to us. Our contact information is on our website, headsupst.com, or give me a call at 1-866-368-9306. And we're happy to talk to you about the product and the opportunities for trials this coming season.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.